Good afternoon. Friday, July 18th, halfway through July. Crazy. Really, I don't have a whole lot of extracurriculars for this week. We did spray some weeds, a lot of nutsedge. Obviously, with all these rains, it's keeping the weeds plentiful, and it's keeping the golf course turf plentiful. So, honestly, we wouldn't see this type of zoysia recovery in our fairways and our tees and collars, and we wouldn't see rough that's still this thick and green this time of year without all the rain. Um, I don't want to say I always like the rain, but you can't, you just cannot argue with the fact that some rain is awfully a good thing for recovery. Um, with that rain is also doing the same thing with our greens. The roughs are still thick. The zoysia is thick and growing. It's been hot, but with the rains, the greens are still in really good shape as well. Almost too good a shape because I can't get them to stop growing. I've been putting out growth regulators at summer rates. We got Mac about to walk by. There it is. It wouldn't be a video without Mac. So Mac spends a lot of time in the office during the summer. I take him out in the morning, do a half loop around the golf course, gets back in the office. I might take him out right after lunch for a 5-minute run, and then right before I leave. Um, Many people ask, where's Mac? Where's Mac? Mac's in the office. He's hanging in the AC. But yeah, I keep putting out growth regulator, hoping to get the control on the growth of the greens so that we can produce speeds that we want. So it's been in the 9 and 9.5 area on the step meter, which is an honest reading. You might not always get an honest reading with the other golf courses or wherever else. I played Dalhousie on Monday. They had a board that said what the green speed was, and it said it was a 10. I guarantee it was no quicker than an 8.5, guaranteed. Here comes Bobo, and I think that might be Angel in the passenger seat. I'm gonna interrupt my video. But regardless, greens are healthy. We've got extreme heat coming next week, so we'll see what happens next week. Things can go downhill rather quickly, but I think we've got good enough health. We can survive another storm of heavy heat. So be very, very careful. Dangerous heat next week. Heat index is up into the 110 area, so really watch out. Obviously, we've had heat indices in the 90s and up to 100 for the last 3 weeks or so, but getting a break today. I think it's like 84 and cloudy. It's as nice as it's felt in a really long time, honestly. But otherwise, was really hoping to mow fairways today. We've mowed them twice this week. Was trying to get with 3 times again this week. But turf is premium right now. I mean, we still have some thin areas and a couple areas that need some repairs, but otherwise, I mean, zoysia, tees, fairways, and collars are at a premium. The roughs are, as fair and penal as you can expect, and as they should be. And greens are very healthy, fully covered, a little slow, but I'll call them at summer speed, but a true 9.5 on the stimp. And I think bunkers are the only thing that's been hard to keep consistent with the rain. So just like yesterday, we caught a 1/2 inch downpour in about 30 minutes. That washed out some bunkers. That ended up with having about, let's see, we had 3 guys this morning, so that's 3 times 4, that's 12, and another, about 25 hours, labor hours in bunkers just today. They just finished bunkers just now. We'll re-rake them tomorrow, but so sand's a little heavy from the moisture, but they're put back together and they look good. Hats off to the team. They've done this multiple times. It seems like every week we've got to put the bunkers back together, and then by the time we get them kind of sorted out, we start all over again. So that's kind of where we're at. We're at rinse and repeat at this moment. It's summertime. We're just getting through each week. A lot of events, a lot of weather events. We're just getting through mowing and keeping things consistent, hopefully. So hope you all enjoy that. Have a great weekend. Get ready for the heat. Stay hydrated. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.